Ladies and gentlemen, MacDon. MacDon is coming to the game. We're getting it for Farming Simulator 25. If you pre-order, the pre-order bonus is the MacDon Pack. So what I thought we'd do is have a look with some of the information gleaned at FarmCon, interviews and various different things. We've got screenshots, thumbnails, we've got some gameplay footage, we've got some interview with Stefan, Maurus, the lead integrator, all in this video. But I thought I would just almost sort of do an introduction, really. We are going to be getting some base game MacDon equipment, but the MacDon Pack is, as I said, the pre-order bonus. There are 5 items that come in this. We've got the MacDon M1240, which is the actual vehicle itself, the DX140 header, we've got the R216SP, the PW8 and the FD140 Flex Draper. That's part of the pack. So up until pre-order, so up until release, should I say, you can pre-order. If you pre-order, that is the bonus you will get in the pack. After the game releases, if it's anything like these things go historically, that will then become a mini DLC that you can purchase. So if you didn't pre-order and you didn't get it, that's not usually it. You should then be able to. It's going to be, I'm not saying the exact price, I don't know for definite, $3.99, $4.99, possibly $7.99, I don't know, something like that, to get this pack if you didn't pre-order. So you should still be able to get it after the pre-order date. So MacDon then. They have been producing farming equipment for over 75 years, starting out in the prairies of Winnipeg, Manitoba, in Canada. I know I'm joking, Canada. They started off under the brand name Kilberry. It was Kilberry Industries in 1949, making sprayer attachments and various different bits and bobs like that. And then I think they produced the first North American self-propelled windrower in 1951, something like that. Then 1971, a gentleman called Joe MacDonald bought Kilberry out, hence MacDon. They kind of went from strength to strength from then. 1986, MacDon entered the US market. 1988, MacDon Harvest header was introduced. It was the first MacDon Draper that ever produced. 1988, the 100,000th machine rolled off the production line. It was a 9300 self-propelled windrower, and I think they opened the same year offices in the United States. So they've gone from Canada, got offices in the United States as well. 2004, they introduced the Flex Draper header. MacDon were the first company to make a flexible draper for combines. Interesting fact. 2019, MacDon make their first corn header. Not the first corn header ever. They made their first corn header for their lineup. And then, of course, the most important bit of information about MacDon, 2024, they become part of the Farming Simulator franchise and base game. Now, I know there have been MacDon stuff on PC as mods, but what I'm saying is they become part of the franchise as a main base game piece of equipment, or pieces of equipment, which is all very cool. What I'm going to show you now, just trying to think of what pictures and thumbnails I've got. There's a video clip I'm going to show you of the MacDon swathing. What we'll do is, while that's running, actually I'll talk about that now because I don't want to interrupt the clip. Swathing is something that BC Bueller brought to game on various different maps, and some other map makers have integrated it into theirs. Swathing is a practice done a lot in Canada and I think parts of America as well. I think it's done in the UK a little bit. I've never actually personally seen it, but so the swather will go along with the swathing header, and what it will do, it will swath the crop, so it cuts the whole of the crop down. It reduces shattering and crop loss and that kind of stuff, and puts it in a windrow. Then you have a pickup header. The pickup header then goes onto the harvester. The harvester will come along and pick it all up. It will still chuck a straw swath out the back if the crop gives a straw swath. So you get the best of both worlds. And because it's doing it the way it is, there's less loss. So you get improved yields. Now, the BC Bueller version of this, it's a 20% increase in yield if you swath first. The only downside was, I found with the BC Bueller one, it didn't, you couldn't hire a worker. So this conversation was happening in a chat that we have, and I asked Kermit, the Farming Simulator, or one of the Farming Simulator community coordinators, whether Giants were going to be implementing it so it would run on an AI worker, and he said he doesn't see any reason why it wouldn't be. So that's a significant improvement. So it's been improved, been put into the base game. So what I'm going to do now is cut to the clip so you can see some swathing happening. And I think at the end of the clip you'll see the pickup header on the New Holland harvester. So I'll cut to that now. So the DX140 or the D140XL, depending on where you're reading it from, was the swathing header that was on the front. When it gets to the end of the clip, that's the PW8 pickup header that goes on the harvester, which then takes the crop out of the swath, leaves swath behind, and you get your bonus from that. The picture we're looking at now that's come up on the screen, that's the R216SP header. That's a mower conditioner. If you look at, well, it's cutting grass, but if you look at the back of the mower, the MacDon, well, I suppose windrower, you can see that it's got the lighter texture, which is the hay texture. So this will cut and condition and turn your grass into hay. 10 heading unit all in one, I guess. I think in real life the R216 headers as well, I think they can, not all crop, I think it's mostly grasses, alfalfas, things like that it will do this for. We have also in the pack, it's got the FD140 Flex Draper. Now, because the R216 SP we're looking at is the mower conditioner, I am wondering, because it doesn't actually show it anywhere, we haven't seen it yet, and I had a look on the MacDon website, the Flex Draper header, the FD140, is showing as a regular header. We're going to see another header later on, which isn't part of the pre-order bonus pack, but will be part of the base game. Like I say, we'll get to that in just a moment. I'm wondering if that's just the mowing unit, or whether or not the conditioner, you've got the option to switch it on or off, so whether it can just mow and you get grass come out the back but it swaths it, or, like I said, we don't know this information yet. Whether it does it in real life or not will depend on whether it does it in game or not. So whether you can switch that on or off to just cut grass and windrow it, or cut grass and condition it and turn it into hay. But anyway, so what we're going to do now is cut to an interview clip with Stefan Maurus that we had at FarmCon, asking about the swathing system, and he gives us a few bits of information. And then following on from that will be another clip regarding another piece of equipment that he talks about, which will be a base game header.
You may not be able to answer this, but we saw the MacDon Pack swathing.
Yeah.
Are there any other pieces of equipment that
In the MacDon Pack?
Or base game? Because I know the MacDon Pack is pre-order bonus.
Yeah, so we have in the base game this MacDon FD250 that I showed in the video. So that's available as New Holland version, case version, and MacDon version. So
that's the big header.
Yeah, that's the big one, the 50-foot header. Yeah, so with the
There's no other swathing.
no, so that's the only spot thing we have. So
Okay.
only one header that is I think 12 meters worth. Yeah.
So the MacDon tractor have to have that to swap.
Yeah. So it's like a special header for this part, because the middle section of the header is quite different to a regular header.
Yeah.
Because it needs to just put it on the ground. So as you could also see in the video, really good.
So this clip cuts to show the FD250 that we were just talking about. This is base game. This is not pre-order, and as you already said, you can get this in New Holland case or the MacDon specific version, because the harvesters CNH, we've got the New Holland and the case, two versions of, for all intents and purposes, the same harvester. So this is going to run through, and this will run long grain rice. So I think there's going to be a whole, obviously there are other crop types it will do, but this is the harvester header he was talking about. And since it's MacDon, I thought we'd throw it in there. Like I say, we're looking at all things MacDon. Very nice. And what we're looking at now is a screenshot of what we just already saw in the first clip of the MacDon swathing a crop. Question was asked, because I'm sure people are going to ask, what crops are going to be swathable? The other thing Stefan Maurus talked about was that this is now a base game feature. The modders can add other equipment and machinery in. Swathing will be a base game feature, and it is scripted in, so we're likely to see other machines and equipment and stuff being brought into the game by modders, I would say, moving forward. But I'm just going to cut to that little bit now.
What crops are swathable? Is it the cereal crops?
It's
wheat,
like-
oats,
yeah.
barley,
Yeah,
canola?
wheat, barley, canola.
What you'd normally expect to
Yeah,
swath.
yeah, exactly.
And so there you have it, just a little bit of a closer look at the MacDon pack and a couple of the bits and bobs. I thought just combine it all together with the interview clips, things we'd found out, and the video clips, puts it in one nice round package. And as you can see from the picture, if you do want to pre-order now, you absolutely can. There is the collector's edition available as well. You get the New Holland CR11 Gold edition if you pre-order, as we're talking about all on this, the MacDon pack. There are 2 links in the description if you'd like to pre-order for PC. If you want to use the code MrSealyp, all capital letters, that will help with the Giants partner program and those kind of things. That would be absolutely fantastic for the channel and that kind of thing. There is also a link in there for retail forwarding, so if you're looking to buy it on console and you're not sure where to get it from, you can follow the link and it will take you to options of different places to purchase, whether it be digital copy or hard copy. Unfortunately for console, the Giants partner code doesn't work for console, but like I say, if you're looking to pick up a PC, that will be absolutely wonderful. Don't forget, you can also get the Year 1 bundle, which will give you the Year 1 season pass, 3 extra DLCs, and next year, a whole year away, there'll be the expansion, which will be a UK based map. That's right, we're getting a UK based map. Anyway, hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.